Hello everybody, it's Christopher here, and I'm going to do another video. I was actually going to make this two videos separate, but I'm going to do it all in one because I was lazy and haven't done the first one. Anyway, so as I said in my previous video, I'm going to go ahead and have my dad build the fourth last section of the layout. And if anybody hasn't known, I'm kind of stuck in my chair. I really can't do much per se, but I want to see trains just go and run. So I have three or four sections of the layout. It goes around like this. So once this part is done, even if there's no scenery, it's just track and just let the trains run. So let me go over what's going on here real quick. So right here, don't mind the shadow. My lights are really bright and it causes shadows. Right here is over here. I'll lift up right there. Right where that old box, rail boxcar is right here. So it will come over. It's going to be a small bridge. It's going to be this bridge right here. It's going to cross Houston Street, and then it's going to come down through my street running thing, through my downtown section, which I'm going to really make really small and compact. I didn't want the track behind all the buildings, but I'm like, you know what, that'd be kind of cool, you know? Kind of like as if you were like not on the street itself, but maybe a block down. So there will be a scenery backdrop here, so you won't be able to see here. There will be buildings here, anything like that's a building. That's going to be my park. There's my water tower, which is that water tower right there. Come down here, more downtown scenes this way, and then eventually it'll come this way and it'll turn this way. And I can't really show you where that is because it'd be an odd angle, and I can't really get up right now. This right here is going to be one of these curves right here. It'll be right here. So, and the other two will go in the yard, like I said. We got the wood today. And how we're going to do this is I'll sit here and my dad will start cutting and assembling whatever I can do from my chair, like drilling out holes and for the screws and whatever I'll do. I should be done within the next couple of days or whatever. Now, going back to these turnouts, Jason, Colonel Cotton Belt Wilson, built these for me. I got 3 of them. Put them over here. And he only did this part because he was afraid that if he put all the ties on, that one might break in shipping. So he just cut pieces of ties for me and put them in baggies. Well, that was a couple of months ago. I wasn't really focused on working on the layout. I was trying to work on my medieval comic book, and it was about the time that my podiatrist really got on to me about not wanting to be on my feet. So, and I finally ended up ordering me the Plyo Bond. Well, listen to me, Plyo Bond. So that'll be a project that I'll be working on over the next coming few weeks. Also today, hadn't been in the hobby store for a long time and had just a little bit extra cash. So I got me a few things. First off, I got me a Blue Box SD 40-2. I only paid $11 for this. Reason being is I haven't investigated yet, but the lights come on, but it doesn't want to run. Suspecting I guarantee you, I know these. I guarantee you, the drive shaft is not in right, or it's out. Could be the electronics are really dirty inside, but I've dealing with blue boxes before. The gearbox, the drive shafts usually fall out sometimes. Um, but yeah, once I get it fixed and running, we're gonna put just a non-sound chip in it, and I'm gonna leave it this way because it'll be for my museum, and maybe I'll get another actual. Um, uh, Rapido does have the those GP38 whatever 39s or something. Uh, Maybe I'll only get the Chessie one and pair it with this one. I don't know yet. Um, so I got that. That'll be a project I can do for the next couple of months as well. Um, Also got my favorite, an AccuRail hopper kit. Gotta love these. I love building these. Um, how I got these is last week at my local hobby store, somebody put on the consignment 9 huge boxes of HO scale stuff, and their uncle had passed away. It was his trains, so there was like a whole bunch of stuff, and that was part of the Chessie engine was part of that, as well as this Chessie CSX intermodal trailer. I'm actually going to do this tonight. I've been dying to build a kit for a long time. They had a front runner, TTX front runner, and I wasn't going to do it, but I think I'm going to go back at some point in time and get it. Owners are great. They put it on the side for me, so wasn't that much, like $10. This is only $3. The Conroe kit was only $3, and like I said, the Chessie engine was only $11. Okay, a few other things that I got is, sorry, me, I gotta grab things. Obviously, you gotta have couplers for the hopper and for the engine. Now, normally on my turnouts, I use Pico or even Walther's, the new Walther's turnouts, and they have springs. So I just use my finger and throw them in the middle of the turnouts. Well, with the turnouts that Jason built me, I can't do that. He attempted to try to make a spring for me, but it didn't quite work. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to use some Caboose Industry ground throws. Not that they don't work great. They work great. I used to have them on my one version of my layout like 10 years ago. It's just the fact that they're just way too big. And at some point in time, I saw something cool and I'm going to try to build it, or somebody had a control panel and used these to throw the switches at a panel, not using tortoise machines, but just manually thrown from the underside. I'm kind of scared to try it, but I guess in this hobby, if you don't at least try, you never know if you can do it. And lastly, I got this. This is going to stay in a box like this. I actually have this station already, but that's not why it's staying in this. It's getting, for those of us who grew up on Tycos and still collect them, it's hard to find Tycos still in plastic wrapped up. So, so many memories of just trying to look at all the buildings and go, ooh, I want that. I remember like 4 and 5 years old going, ooh, I want that. You know, or 6 and 7, a little older maybe, but, you know, like, some point in time, I gotta find this one again. I already have a signal tower for one end. I want to put a signal tower for the other end, this end right here, at some point in time. Obviously, because I'm modern day, it'd be derelict and hardly used. And I'm also wanting to look for that. I've got that put away somewhere, and obviously I got that too as well. But anyway, so yeah, I splurged a little bit today. Also, next month I am going to try. My dad and I are going to figure out a way to modify this table of mine so that I can start back to working on my bigger paintings. I owe 2 people paintings, and they've been understanding about my medical situation, but I'm gonna try to get it to where I can start working on the 2 commissions and other paintings that have been sitting and just being neglected from work. So yeah. Anyway, I will post more videos as progress is made. Like I said, you know, it's hard when you're stuck in a chair. You can't do much. But thank goodness I have a dad who knows what he's doing. And when you start building that 4th thing, and maybe by the end of this month, I can have at least a train and just let it run around the layout, and just while I do other things, just to have a train running, you know? Anyway, okay, I'm rambling on too much. Happy model railroading. Peace out.